ってトップの人の速度は走るのとどっちが速いの？車椅子マラソンのトップはスイスのバルデマンで2時間17分。
あ、走るの倍近いんじゃん。
30キロ超えとるの。
走る
だってもうこんなやってもあれはすごいよ。
ノイズの方が速いんだ。山岳コースで近いんですよ。
I'm setting up the shot. Setting up the shot. I'm gonna put the camera over here, and then I'm gonna get into the conversation. The topic of the day. My backpack. I left my backpack over there, so that's where I'm gonna be. I'm about to step out onto the street for a second. Hopefully this is gonna work nicely. So far so good. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna move. Yeah. So this is Japan. The purpose of this video, if you're watching it, is just to get some thoughts out. Just cop a squat in Japan and then talk. For station identification purposes, I'm gonna pull out my sticker. Yeah, you can see that. The hope is that all the Japanese can see me, because I want to be as ubiquitous and as popular as the most ubiquitous or popular brand, right? So when you think of, all right, let's play a game here. When you think of Japan, what comes to mind? Of course, you're not here with me to, sharing this conversation. So I guess I have to tell you what comes to mind when I think of Japan. Trains. Trains come to mind. The bullet train. It's called the Shinkansen. That comes to mind. Something that comes to mind, because I've learned about it, researched it a little bit, is, recently, that is 1945. Excuse me, and World War II. Of course, the atrocities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, but I guess of lesser known, Tokyo. Tokyo was bombed out in 1945 by the United States. Hiroshima and Nagasaki were the responsibility of the United States, as well as the Tokyo bombing. Those things come to mind. Oh, you know what else comes to mind? Martial arts. The martial arts, like ninjas, so like ninjutsu, aikido. But of course, the first martial art that comes to mind is karate, right? I had a thought. I was walking over there and I was like, you know what? Martial arts, karate, aikido, or even kendo with the sticks, samurai sword sticks, like that. Um, I've been to Japan many times, between 10 and 20 times. And I've never been to a martial arts school in Japan. Yesterday, I saw a little boy wearing a karate gi uniform, but I've never been inside of a dojo. And martial arts, that's probably the first thing that you think of when you think of like Asian countries. Japan, karate. Korea, Taekwondo, China, Kung Fu, right? And in all of these trips that I've been to Japan, I have never been inside of a dojo, a school of discipline for martial arts. I haven't. That sucks. Um, Yesterday we came close. There's a school. It's a dojo. It's for, I guess, kendo. Kendo is Japanese sword fighting, and I guess it's spawned from, birthed out of the samurai tradition. And they have an experience, a samurai experience. You can dress up like a samurai, hold the bokken. The bokken is a wooden sword. I know bokken. I know the term bokken because when I was very young, I'm talking like when I was like around 10 years old, I was really into martial arts because I studied Taekwondo, Korean martial arts. But I would go to the martial arts supply store, Golden Tiger, which was on Western Avenue at the time in Los Angeles, and I would buy martial arts stuff. My cousin Chris and I would watch ninja movies, and we were very much influenced by Japanese martial arts. We weren't influenced by Korean martial arts. No, not at all. Japanese martial arts. So in the movies, they had ninja movies. They didn't have like Taekwondo movies. They had ninja movies, Japanese ninja movies, you know? And the most famous of all of the um, stars was Sho Kosugi. Kosugi? I don't know how you pronounce his name. Suji? Sugi. Sho Kosugi. Kosogu. Wait. Sho Kosugi. Kosugi. Sho Kosugi. Look at I'm struggling over here. Not because it's a difficult language, but because I have to see the words. I remember his name is Sho, S-H-O, Sho, and then Kosugi, Kosugi. Okay, see, I got it. You put a little effort into learning to speak Japanese, it goes a long way. Yesterday, the young girls, the high school girls, they were like, they approached us, and I said a few phrases in Japanese, and they were excited. Oh, very good, you're excellent. Your Japanese is excellent. So if I just learn some more phrases, then I'll be like up there. Um, yeah, but Sho Kosugi, he was the big star in all of these ninja movies. Ninja Domination, Ninja 3 Domination. You had the American Ninja, which was a white dude, of course. But we watched those movies, the ninja movies, so we were influenced by ninja movies. And then you have Karate Kid. Mr. Miyagi was played by none other than Pat Morita, Japanese American Pat Morita. So, um, yeah, that's the thing. That's what it is. That's what it was. So when you think of Asia, when you think of Japan, you think of karate, ninjutsu, aikido, kendo, and samurai, stuff like that. Maybe even bushido, the samurai, the way of the samurai. Um, I also think of the name brands, the Japanese name brands, all the companies, and it's mind-boggling to me how many companies have come out of Japan. I was trying to make a funny TikTok the other day. Well, I made a TikTok. I don't know how funny it is, but um, and I'm pretending to speak Japanese, and I start naming Japanese companies. I think that's a common joke. I heard the sister Lala Milan. I saw her video, and she did the same thing. She was silly with it. She was talking to her son as she was moving around Tokyo, and then she was like pretending like she was actually talking to the kid, and she was like, Mitsubishi Daihatsu, Honda, Toyota, Nissan, you know, like she was having a conversation with them. Like she was committed to that joke. I just messed around and did that. But it's funny. It's funny how many companies there are. How many Japanese companies there are. I mean, they're just. I'm looking at the sign right now. Panasonic. Didn't even realize Panasonic is a Japanese company. Um, it would seem like the name is English and it would be like American or British or whatever. No, it's Japanese. Panasonic, Magnavox, JVC. It's mind-boggling when you realize. Let's see. Let's try to do this. Car companies, okay? I'm gonna just name 5 car companies off the top of the head, okay? Lexus, which is Nissan, okay? Actually, Lexus is Toyota. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so Lexus is a part of Toyota. Okay, so I'm not even gonna. I want to be really specific, but at the same time, I don't know the details. All right, but shit, this is bad. All right, Toyota, Lexus, right? Infinity, Nissan. I know those two. So Infinity is a whole brand to itself. It's a line of cars, but it's under Nissan, right? Then you have Matsuda, Mazda, right? Um, Nissan. Well, we already did Nissan. We have Honda, Acura. All right. So those are 5 companies that come to mind. They haven't even. I haven't even scratched the surface for all of the names of cars, right? All right. And then you've got camera companies, cameras, Canon, Nikon. I'm losing sunlight over here. I'm losing the sunlight. The sun is behind the clouds right now. Nikon, Canon, Sony, Olympus. Those are 4 camera companies that I saw yesterday. I can't think of a 5th company. Maybe you can. And then watches. I can think of 3 watch companies: Casio, Seiko, and Citizen. And I have a Citizen watch on right now. I bought it at a pawn shop in Tokyo. Let's not even get into, stereos, equipment, and like the Japanese just like, wow, everything. That reminds me. There's this Chinese guy. He made a video and he said, "How many products in my home?" The guy's in China. He's like, and he's speaking English, and he's like, "How many products do I have in my home that are made in America?" He opens his hands and there's nothing in there, and he's like, "Nothing." He said, and then he turns the question, poses the question to you who's watching it, and he's like, "How many products do you have in your home that are made by China?" And in that moment, it's like boom. Like so many products come from China. So it's the power dynamic. Like who's really more powerful, China or America? And in that case, he proved his point, I think. So it's like sort of the same thing. What if a Japanese guy did that? Like, I think we'd really be surprised as Americans. I think we'd really be surprised how many companies are Japanese, because we don't even think like that. We don't even think about where the products come from. We just think, oh, I like that style. I heard that has a good reputation. All right, it's a good price. I'm gonna buy it. We don't even think, oh, that's a Japanese made car. That's a Korean made car. Yeah, I think so. All right, I'm gonna change positions and then we're gonna continue the conversation about Japan. Cause I lost the light, lost the sun. You see what it is?